Hi, this is Dr. Nikitow. I want to talk to you a little bit about our diagnostic record. This is a form that I put together when we started going to ICD-10. And if you haven't had an opportunity to see this or use this, this is absolutely phenomenal. Back in the day when we were using ICD-9 coding, what I got frustrated with is there would be a code that was put on our, these diagnosis sheets, but it wasn't really alphabetized, so I would have to search through numbers all the time. So what I did is I decided to put together a diagnostic record, and I kept the ICD-9 numbers because a lot of doctors have basically memorized ICD-9 numbers. So what we did is we kept the ICD-9 number, but we also include the ICD-10 number. So if you're using the record, all you have to do is check off the specific diagnosis to each one of these things. The nice thing about this also is we make these specific to each doctor, where we customize them, and you can get a PDF. So it's a one-time charge, and you basically fill out the form, and you have these forms. You can print them off as many as you want. But we've got a number of symptoms and conditions that apply to chiropractic, like restless leg syndrome. We've got IBS and a whole bunch of different ones there. Secondly, we've got the cervical, thoracic, and lumbar spine, and pelvis and coccyx. Now, the way I structured this form, which is really, really cool, is I structured it in different tiers. For instance, this is the neurological, we have the structural, we have the soft tissue, and then we have the subluxation. And the reason I tiered it this way is because when you have Medicare patients, or if you have any kind of patients that you're dealing with, we all know that insurance companies pay on a higher neurological base. So if you have a neurological diagnosis, say, and Medicare, things like that, they'll usually pay more and longer if you're billing insurance. Now, we have a full cash practice, but nevertheless, you should always include a neurological diagnosis with a structural, a soft tissue, and a subluxation. So that way, if you have a diagnosis in each category, because obviously these things all run together. But this makes it really cool. And again, it's all alphabetized. So if you're looking at cervical radiculitis or disc degeneration, you could just go back down and see the specific category. You have the ICD-9 code number, and then you have the ICD-10 code number that corresponds with it. And that way, if you're used to looking at numbers and understanding that, that's really helpful as well. And then, of course, the last page here, we have extremities, and we have all the pertinent codes that would affect, or that chiropractors would typically use for elbow, wrist, knee, ankle, foot, hip, all these other specific things, and then some of the other ones. So if you don't have this diagnostic record, I really encourage you to get this and take a look at some of the other forms that we provide at Certainty, because keep in mind, it's all applicable to chiropractic, number one, and subluxation-based chiropractic, number two, which is very important because we want to adhere to our core philosophies and stuff, but this diagnostic form is absolutely phenomenal. It makes your life very easy. It's very up to date, and it's very accurate. So if you're interested in doing that, you can call our Certainty line at 1-800-544-3884, and or go online. You can get these online as well. But if you call, like I say, you can talk to our call rep, and he'll get you all hooked up with one of these forms. And again, great opportunity for you.